Have you ever imagined what the next Yankees season will be like without our ace, Garrett Cole? And what if I told you that the scenario might not be as bleak as it seems? Plus, an unexpected name is shaking up spring training and could completely change the future of the Yankees outfield. Are we witnessing the birth of a new star in the Bronx? If you love the Yankees and want to stay on top of every detail, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Yankees Fan Always so you don't miss any updates. Now, let's dive into these stories that are shaking up Yankee Nation. When the news broke that Garrett Cole would undergo surgery, it was a real shock for the fans. The thought of losing our ace for over a year was devastating. But hold on, not all is lost. The Yankees opted for a more modern procedure using the internal bracing technique, which drastically reduces recovery time. If the original estimate was up to 16 months out, now we're talking about around 12 months or less. That means Cole could be ready for opening day 2026. Want a real example? Spencer Strider, who underwent the same procedure, is expected to return in April 2025. Lucas Giolito followed a similar path and was ready for the start of the season before suffering a different injury. This completely changes the game. If the Yankees can stay competitive this season, Cole's return in 2026 will feel like a major signing without spending a dime. This could be the game changer for a team looking to get back on top. Now, let's talk about a guy no one expected, but who is turning heads, Ismael Muniz. If you've never heard of him before, don't worry. Just a few weeks ago, most fans didn't know who he was either. But in just 20 at-bats this preseason, this explosive lefty has put up insane numbers, .500 AVG and an OPS of 1.224. That's not just impressive, that's video game stats. On top of that, Muniz brings speed, defensive versatility, and an incredible ability to get on base. With a .286 AVG and 82 stolen bases in the minors, he might be exactly the type of dynamic, high-energy player the Yankees lineup has been missing. The big question now is, does he deserve a shot at the big league roster? While Muniz shines, Jason Dominguez faces a completely different challenge. Remember when he burst onto the scene in 2023? Destroying the Astros and looking like the next big Bronx star? Well, things have changed. After Tommy John's surgery, he still hasn't been able to regain his rhythm. With a .229 AVG and just a .670 OPS this spring, Dominguez doesn't look like the same dominant player we saw before. Of course, he's still young and adjusting to this new reality. But Yankees fans aren't known for their patience. While Muniz impresses, the doubt lingers. Does Dominguez still deserve to be treated as the future of the team? I believe Dominguez has a lot of talent and needs time to get back to his best game. But the pressure will only grow if he doesn't show improvement this season. And if by mid-year he's still struggling, the conversation will heat up. 3 major storylines to watch. Garrett Cole could return much sooner than expected. What seemed like a disaster could turn into a massive advantage for 2026. Ismael Muniz might be the surprise name of the season. He's playing at an insane level and could earn a spot in the outfield rotation. Jason Dominguez is on the edge. His time to prove he's still the Yankees' future is running out. Now, I want to hear from you. Does Muniz deserve a real shot at the big league roster? Should Dominguez still be considered the future of the outfield? And what do you think about Cole's recovery? Leave your comment below, because I read them all, and I want to know Yankee Nation's opinion. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to Yankees Fan Always, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on the most legendary team in baseball. And now, what's next for the Yankees? The season hasn't even started, but we already have several emerging narratives that could shape the team's future. The big question now is, which path will the Yankees take? If Ismael Muniz continues dominating spring training, will Yankees take the risk and get him a real shot? Or will they stay patient with Jason Dominguez, trusting that he can rediscover his talent? And regarding Garrett Cole, does this accelerated recovery mean the Yankees won't need to look for additional rotation help? Or would it still be safer to bring in an impact arm to cover his absence and ensure the team stays competitive until 2026? What we know for sure is that the Bronx is about to face pivotal moments. The fans want wins, and the team has the talent to compete at the top. But the choices made now could determine whether we fight for a title or endure another frustrating season. The Yankees need you. And now I want to hear you, passionate Yankees fans. Do you think Muniz deserves more chances? Do you still believe in Dominguez's potential, or is it time to move in a different direction? Does Cole's early return change your view on the team's strategy? Drop your comment below. I read every single one and make sure to feature the best opinions in future videos. And of course, if you want to stay updated with analyses, rumors, news, and everything Yankees related, don't forget to subscribe to Yankees Fan Always. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos and share with your fellow Bombers fans. As a Yankees fan, I see this situation as a true test for the organization. We are facing a critical moment where strategic decisions must be made to ensure that this team remains competitive and, more importantly, returns to being a legitimate title contender. Garrett Cole, good news, but still a warning. Cole's accelerated recovery is a huge relief, no doubt. Losing our ace for almost 2 years would be a disaster for any team, and knowing that he might be back in 12 months or less completely changes the outlook. But that doesn't mean the Yankees can ignore the rotation this year. The question remains, can we fully trust this accelerated recovery? I'm optimistic, but also realistic. The team needs rotation depth, and relying solely on Cole coming back healthy is a huge risk. If we truly want to contend, a mid-season trade or a veteran signing should still be on the radar. The impact of Ismael Muniz, a hidden gem, or just a spring fluke. As for Muniz, I have to say I'm both curious and excited about what he's showing. This guy is on fire and playing with a kind of energy that reminds me of the classic Yankees, fast, dynamic, relentless. But before I get fully hyped, I want to see how he performs over a larger sample size against tougher competition. That said, he absolutely deserves a chance. Dominguez, still the future or a red flag? I still believe in Dominguez, but the pressure is mounting. The hype was real when he arrived, but this injury couldn't have come at a worse time. If he doesn't turn things around by mid-season, the Yankees may have to look elsewhere. The final verdict, a pivotal moment. Garrett Cole returning early is huge, but the Yankees still need pitching depth. Muniz deserves a rail shot. Dominguez is entering a make-or-break phase. Now, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Yankees Fan Always. Let's follow every step of this journey together.